All right, welcome to the Fantasy View Global and my picks for the Match Day 9. I know the games are already on, but I went ahead to pick my team yesterday. You understand? That's why I'm here to obviously bring you this video. And you see to it that these players have already gone ahead, obviously, be chosen, and they are already up and there getting us points in here for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you are watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And by the way, in the midweek, I went ahead obviously make a transfer and I went ahead to bring in Mateta in my team. That is it. I brought in Mateta in my team, and guess who I really took out? Chris Woods was obviously taken off. That is a hint that I want to obviously bring about. And Mateta is really one of those players that you have to look at and really understand that he's really doing a very, very fantastic job in as far as scoring goals is concerned. And he's really getting in points for every person who's been having him in his team. And I'm like, let me obviously try him in here and see how things will obviously pan out. I'm talking about Mateta, the target man of Crystal Palace in there for you. So, as it stands right now, we are here to bring you what I think it's really going to be my team selection in here onto this side. Now, my team selection obviously starts off with, as usual, the goalie for me is David Raya. That is it. I've gone in for David Raya. Why? They're going to be playing against a team known as Crystal Palace, and I tip him to keep a clean sheet. And my goalkeeper on the bench, Trafford, is nowhere near getting into the stitches for the team of Man City. Man City bringing in Donnarumma gives this man no chance to obviously thrive and really put in a shift in there. So that's why I'm really having David Raya in goal. And obviously, he's going to be playing against Crystal Palace, and I anticipate that they might keep a clean sheet. Matt, they are going to be playing away at Man City. A game that's not going to be very easy, but for a right back, all you need from him is an assist to see to it that he obviously earns you points. He can easily bring you an assist and a goal maybe, but he's into my central defense. You understand? In my central defense, and I'm playing a back three in there. So Matt Cash had an assist, I think, in the last game they really played, and I anticipate that he's going to be one of those players that is really doing great into this particular fixture. Achempong, Chelsea player, who is really great and doing some good stuff where he is right about now. And a lot is really happening in between him and Chelsea. He's really playing when they're playing against Sunderland, and Garnacho went ahead, obviously, give them the lead. But guess what went ahead to happen? Garnacho found himself in a position of really scoring, but minutes later, Sunderland came up and leveled up the game. When they leveled up the game, it's now 1-1, and Chelsea is really trying to push more and more and more and see to it that they really get into the leading position again. William Saliba, another player into my central defense. And why am I really having him into my central defense? It's because he's really one of those defenders that I've gone ahead to trust into this league, that he'll do the needful in any way. He is really doing great, and he is one of those defenders that I feel that when I'm really having him in my team, I'm all okay and everything is really pretty nice for my side. And that is the back three of my team that I've gone ahead to choose, and that is my team selection. I go to the midfield, Reinders, and I tell you, if Reinders doesn't deliver this week, I tell you next week, he's one of those players I'm really getting out of my team. He started off the season quite well with, I think, having, 2-3 assists. I think 2 assists and 1 goal in like 3 games. But in the recent past, Reinders has been really looking bad, and I have no reason of really keeping him into my team. So, as it stands here, I don't really feel like he deserves another chance after today. Sorry, after tomorrow. After this week, game week 9, I tell you, I will obviously get him out. Semenyo, obviously, they're going to be playing against Nottingham Forest and they're going to be playing away. Semenyo started off the season very well, and shockingly, when I put him into my team, he never really got me points. I think he got me like 3 or 4. But he's a man who has been a huge point scorer. 14, 10. He has been averaging those number of points into the mix. You understand? But all in all, I want to confirm to you that he is into my team again. Matas Cunha, he's another one whom I'm thinking of really throwing out of my team, by the way. I'm totally thinking of really throwing him out of my team because he's that kind of player that has gone ahead to obviously not really look good, as he was supposed to look. And it's really very expensive. He's £8 plus, meaning that if he's £8 plus, then if he's not delivering, then I should look out for another midfielder like Jack Grealish to obviously get him into my team. And Reinders and Cunha, watch out for them into my upcoming transfer video. Mohamed Salah, I'm keeping him in here because I really have that trust in him that he can obviously deliver. But if he also doesn't deliver, today, he's one of those I'll think of really taking out and getting Erling Haaland, because for Erling Haaland, he's delivering day in, day out. At least every weekend you anticipate that you'll be having a pointer from a player like Erling Haaland in there. Now, Mateta, they are playing against Arsenal. I brought him in because I know he's one of those players that will either put up an assist or really score a goal when Arsenal really facing Crystal Palace. Though, I tip Arsenal to obviously get the win. But I know if there is anything that will happen positive, it will be through Mateta. João Pedro, they are playing against a team known as Chelsea right now. Sorry, Sunderland right now is still 1-1. And João Pedro is really one of those that is really lacking service. As I speak right now, they had released him, but a defender went ahead of it to close him very, very well. So we wait and see how João Pedro will obviously thrive into this game. The captain of the team is Victor Gyökeres, scoring a brace in the midweek. I really anticipate that a lot will come from him, this game, as they are playing against a team known as Crystal Palace. I know Crystal Palace is a team that doesn't concede very many goals, but when you're playing Arsenal at a side called Emirates, one thing that is inevitable is them putting that ball at the back of the net. You understand? Arsenal will score goals, and I do believe that Gyökeres will obviously come in and really score a Premier League goal. I think last scored against, was it Nottingham? I think that's when he last scored. You understand? But we wait and see how things will obviously pan out in there for the player. So that is my team selection for game week 9. And let's head to what we call the bench. There is Trafford, there is Dogu Patrick, there is Mark Gahey, and Mateta, and obviously I'll do the needful in there. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokan David remains my name. Let me know which player do you want in, propose, because this is one of the moments where you can really let me know that Rokani, I think you can get him so and so, because he'll do the needful into your team. You understand? But all in all, it's always nice having you onto this side and keep it the Fantasy View Global. And this is how we do it, and that is our team. So please feel free to let us know what your thoughts are about this team that we've gone ahead obviously cues in there for you. Video is gonna hit to come in late, but I guarantee you it is really one of those videos that you'll enjoy watching in here onto my channel. So I'm out. Bye bye and see you later. This is Rokan David. Continue to subscribe.